Public transport fares look set to go up. Transport Minister Boon told Parliament that the Public Transport Council will have to review the way it adjusts fares when the current formula expires in 2023. Now, this is to reflect what he called intensified maintenance and additional operating subsidies from the government to the MRT system. Now, in the meantime, he said the government must have the discipline to fully implement the current fare formula, which keeps fares in line with macroeconomic cost factors like inflation and wages. The government had, on occasion, partially deferred fare hikes recommended by the fare formula. Mr. Khaw was responding to a question by Potong Pasir MP Sito Yipin on how to sustain and fund efforts to address rail reliability.
Mr. Khaw said the government is currently subsidizing more than 30% of public transport operations, but he added that fares will be adjusted to keep subsidies under control.
Between 2016 and 2017, the total cost of running the rail network has increased by around $270 million. As the fares paid by commuters do not cover operating costs, the rail companies are operating at a loss.
In the past few years, the rail network was hit by several major breakdowns, including a disruption along the entire north-south and east-west lines in 2015, resulting in intensified maintenance to improve rail reliability. The MRT network achieved a mean kilometers between failure, or MKBF, of over 950,000 train kilometers from June 2018 to last month. And while the Land Transport Authority and rail operators are working to keep costs under control, the fare formula will have to be revised again in 2023.
In due course, the PTC will need to review the fare adjustment mechanism to reflect the increased operating cost to support the intensified maintenance and the additional operating subsidies from the government to the MRT system. Meanwhile, government will provide the operators with a temporary enhanced maintenance grant. The details are being worked out between MOT and MOF.
Mr. Sito also asked Mr. Khaw about the rail reliability goal that he set in 2016.
The Minister mentioned to this House that this government will solve all the rail problems by the end of this term of government. I was sitting there, and when I heard Minister say it, I nearly fell off my chair. And I was concerned that we may have overpromised.
Then and now, then my hair was white, now my hair is black. In politics, we all know this mantra. Always, under-promise, over-deliver. But when I look at the situation at that time, and having interviewed the various stakeholders, I decided that I think, no, this is an occasion to break the rule and to put a stretch target in order to hopefully lobby the whole troops, and because there are tens of thousands of workers there, towards a common goal and get them excited.
But Mr. Khaw warned against complacency, saying efforts towards rail reliability will have to be sustained in the long term to prevent problems from gradually building up again.
From this earlier renewal process.